Hi students, it's me, Catherine, your instructor. I don't have, my camera is not working. I'm using my old Mac and I don't know what's going on. So anyway, um, you won't be seeing my face in this video. Should get it fixed though. So I just want to go over what's going on for this week, and I'm on your Blackboard here. So if we just go to the week 3 folder, we've got your individual assignment for the week. And for this, I'd like you to individually write up a description of what your role is going to be in your final project. Your roles can change. You can do many things, wear many hats. So try and think of what you will be doing to move this project forward. Are you going to be doing the interface design? Are you going to be handling databases? Are you going to be doing the programming? Are you going to be managing the project? Are you going to be handling like the marketing aspects? So just try and think what you will be doing, and this will eventually go into your final document because you will each have to define your roles in the project. So write about, also talk about how you built, how your previous coursework and how it builds on your skills and topics from previous years or previous classes. And you can write about a page, single space, that's fine. Okay, and just submit this here in a Word doc. For your online activities, you have an online activity benchmarking strategy that is in your group discussion board. Okay, so you will go there to look at that. And in fact, let's go there right now. So here we go. So benchmarking strategy. Most software projects, 88%, show show that they actually are enhanced products from already existing products. And so you're not creating a new product, but you're kind of just building on something else. And so for this reason, for these reasons here, you want to do a benchmarking strategy, and this will help you to clarify the scope and boundaries of your project, to collect and define the requirements of your project, hopefully stimulate your creativity and generating new ideas. And also you want to look at the best practices. What are the people doing in the industry? So for part 1, and this is going to be due Friday night at midnight, you will individually find at least one product. If you find a couple products, that's good. But at least one that's similar to your project. And you want to look at the objectives, the capabilities. Do some research. Research these products, and then fill out this table. And so basically you're looking for the product's name and website. What is the scope of the project? And scope will be the work that's involved in creating the product and the processes. So what tools did they use? And then the capabilities of the product. So that's refers to the ability to perform or achieve certain actions or outcomes. So what does this product do? And then finally, what did you learn? Was this helpful? And how might this help moving your project forward? So that's what I'd like. And So post this here on the forum, your table once you create it, um, and then for part 2, which is going to be due Monday night, the 12th at 11:59. Just compile a list of all the tables. Create one table for your group and put all the um, everyone's content in one table, and then submit that final table to Blackboard. And there's in your online activities folder, I'll go back to it, in the online team activity benchmarking table, there's a link. And only one person has to submit for the team. This is a group assignment, so it goes to everyone. Okay, so that's it. So you've got the 9th, you've got your individual part, and then you put it all together on the 12th. Okay, and then we're going to go back to online activities folder, and there it is. This is where you're going to submit the teams table. And make sure you include the names of all the team members who participate. And you have another online activity, and that is done with your team. This whole thing is done with your team. So part 1, you're going to create a final project based on a product description based on your individual suggestions that you did for last week's online activity. So you want to write up your final project description. And this is going to actually eventually go into your working document that you created last week. Part 2, you want to define the roles needed for the project. So what roles do you think you have to fill to get this project done? And also assign tasks. And then part 3, create a sprint for next week. A sprint is basically what you will be working on for the week. So think about what each person should be doing for the week. And then do this in Trello. I had you create a group page in Trello. So that's where you're going to put your sprint. So I want to see you use Trello, use the boards, and create a sprint page with all your tasks. And I'll show you an example of some sprint pages. And then submit all 3 parts here on Blackboard. So you're going to have your part 1 is your description, part 2 is the roles for the task, and then the 3rd part you're just going to take a screenshot of the sprint that you're going to create in your group Trello. Okay, only one person needs to submit. So let me show you some examples. Yeah, oh, actually, I got it right here. Okay, so let's do this. Let me walk through this a little bit. Okay, so for your final team projects, you need to have a product-oriented mindset. You need to understand that the project is going to get done, even if it means you're going to be leaving your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to fail. That's I'm sure you've heard that in technology. Nothing would ever get done if people were afraid to fail. So you also keep in mind if you don't have a good enough product, everything is going to be meaningless. So make sure as you move forward that this is going to be a good product. And if your team isn't willing and able to create your product, you need to alter it to one that the team can make. So if your goals are set too high, you set good high goals, but as you're working through this, you need to be realistic about it. So in this waterfall management, this is one type where you look at the whole project and then you break it down into these similar requirements: design, implementation, verification. So it's kind of just like starts with the requirements, goes to design, implementation, verification, and then maintenance. And so it's just top down. So for this, you come up with realistic, attainable goals. But you have to look at the big picture. The Agile is more breaking it down. So this is something you can use when you're thinking about your product in your project and what you're doing. It's called a user story, and you just follow these simple statements here. So you say, as the user, I want to be able to do this functionality, whatever that functionality is. As a user, I want to seamlessly move through navigate through the application. As a designer, I want to design something, and then you also want to explain why. So this is kind of just helps you to like brainstorm, not brainstorm. I think the word is probably just think through, like in each of these roles, as user, as designer, as artist. So these things are very key. So what is it that you want? What do you want at the end? What do you want this product to look like or be? Okay. Um, so Trello. Trello is a tool that's based on this Kanban tool. Um, basically, it's just putting cards with details about something, and you organize it on a board. And this is just to help manage workflow stages. A lot of places, a lot of teams working do use this, and it just helps because it's like a visual, keeps things in order. So this is the basics of the board. You have a board, it's like a storyboard kind of, and then you have a list, and then you have a card. And this is where you put what things that you're doing, who's doing it, to do, doing, and done. And this is where you can have the information, like, who in the team is doing it, when should this be done, and that sort of thing. So here's an example of a Trello Scrum board. And so you can use these similar titles if you want. It's up to you. It's your Trello board. So however you want to organize it. Here's another one. And you see they have backlog this week, and they put the date, ready for review, completed, and then archive. And you can see these are the people that are using it. And there's just another one. So this is what I want. I want for this week, I want your sprint. I want you to go into your group Trello and create a sprint with these cards, and for what you're going to do for the week to move forward with your project. And I want you to take a screenshot of it. Okay? So each week you're going to have a scrum. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to do this all at once because you're online. So I am going to let you know exactly how this is going to work next week. But it's probably going to be done on your discussion board. Or maybe we can do it in Trello. I have to figure that part out. I haven't done that yet. But I just want you to get ready for basically a scrum is a meeting that sometimes they do it every day, but we're going to be doing it once a week. And you just ask these 3 questions. All right, what did you do since our last meeting? What did you get accomplished? What will you do today? So what will you do from today forward for the next week? And what is blocking you? So is there anything, did you hit a wall? Is there anything that is preventing you from moving forward with what you were supposed to do with your task? Okay. So that's it. That's it for this week. So let's go back here. Yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to just explain as much as I could about this. I apologize for the calendar for the group discussion last week. That was my fault. You should be able to see everything on the calendar now, because when I do the group discussion board, they are assignments, and they should have the due dates on there. So that won't happen again. Um, Make sure you are working with your teams, and you're keeping with the deadlines. You have a whole week pretty much to do everything. Everything is pretty much due that Monday before before Tuesday. So, except for an individual part on the group discussion board, that's going to be due a little earlier because there's an individual part and a team part. So just keep working with your teams, and if you have any questions about anything, feel free to email me. I can also do a Google Hangout if you want. You also do have office hours, and my office hours are on Tuesdays, 2 to 5 actually, because I'm there till I go teach, and I can also do by appointment. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of your work. Your projects are awesome, and I will talk to you hopefully next week. I'll have my camera going again, and that's it. So have fun today in the snow. I know classes are all canceled, and if hopefully you're just hanging out and relaxing and not out because it's gonna get crazy out there. Um, okay, so that's it. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.